Hello and welcome to Will You Press the Button with Craziac. Once more, I had a request to play this game again, and I enjoyed it the first time, so I figure, hey, why not? Let's do it one more time. So, if you guys remember seeing this game before, or don't remember seeing the game before, I'll give it a quick explain, but if you've seen the previous video, you'll know what it is. Anyway, basically the deal is there's a button, and you have to decide whether or not to press it. If you press the button, you get the good thing and you get the bad thing. If you don't press the button, you get nothing. That's the basic gist of the whole thing. So, in this case, if I press the button, I will be confident and happy with the way you look, but everyone secretly thinks that I'm ugly. You probably all secretly think that I'm ugly anyway. So I might as well press the button. Yay! A bunch of people didn't press the button. Interesting. So that would mean that they are not confident and happy with the way they look, but that no one thinks they're ugly. I guess that's not necessarily a bad thing. All right, next one. You'd be the most popular person in your town. I don't live in a town, but okay. The only social network you could use would be Google+. Yeah, sure, dude. I don't even use Facebook anyway. I don't care. That's interesting. A lot of people seem to like their social media. I've never been much of a social media person. I used Google+ for a while, but the only people I followed were news outlets. Basically the same as I use Twitter for. And Facebook. The only reason I'm on Facebook is so that I can send messages to people I haven't seen in years and years and years. Because I know everyone has Facebook, but it's like I barely ever do it. Next. You accidentally get a hold of your favorite celebrity cell phone number, but you remove all chances of meeting them in real life. I mean, sure, I guess if I really want, we'll just pretend for a second that there's some celebrity I really want to talk to. There's not, but we'll pretend for the sake of argument. I'd be fine being by text or by, you know, Skype call or like whatever. Dude, yeah, sure, I'll do it. Okay. Why would you not? That's the thing. So here's the thing that's funny about a lot of these is that there's no downside. So I guess that means a lot of people really think that they would have a chance to meet their celebrity in real life. I guess maybe they might, but 61% is a lot. That's a lot. You can never die in battle, but the government conducts experiments on you to create more super soldiers. So basically, I don't get any superpowers except I'm immortal. I can't die. That's the only superpower I get, which means they can torture me, they can trap me. I can't necessarily break out of a jail cell or anything like that. So literally, I could just sit in a prison cell my entire life being tortured and experimented upon. All for the gift of immortality, which actually, you know. No! 48% of people would want to never die so that they could conduct... Okay. It does say more super soldiers, so it implies that I'm a super soldier, but it doesn't explicitly say that. So... You get any coffee drink of your choice every morning, but you're always tired and nothing helps. No. Coffee sucks. I'm already always tired and nothing helps, so... What would drinking a drink that I don't like do for me? Next! You finally accomplish your lifelong goal. Do I have one of those? We'll pretend that I have one of those. But you will be accompanied by your crazy adopted sister. I mean, it's kind of 6 to 1, half dozen the other. I don't really care either way because I don't really have a lifelong goal, at least yet. I imagine by the time I reach my midlife crisis point, I'll probably have one. But you'll be accompanied by your crazy... I don't have a crazy adopted sister. Okay. I guess a lot of people like having a crazy adopted sister. Sure, awesome. Also, yeah, my mouse cursor is showing. I forgot to check that before the episode. Yay. Have sex with any woman you like, but you can't orgasm. Nope, I'm good, thanks. I'm good. There are multiple reasons behind that, many of which I'd rather not go into, but the bottom line is, no. And apparently the public agrees with me on that one. You can make anything disappear by looking at it, but everything you look at disappears. So basically, the entire universe disappears. At least in this 120-degree field of vision, the entire universe just disappears. It's just this giant hole through everything in the universe. The stars, the planets, the edge of space for all I know. No. Death immediately. 21% of people would want to obliterate the universe, apparently. That's cool. Good job, guys. Have a full-on case of photographic memory, but Every time you try to remember a sexual moment, it becomes twisted in the most disgusted and horrifying way. I don't remember the last time I tried to remember a sexual moment, so sure, I'll go for it. Sure. It's not like I'm just like, man, remember that time with sex? That was a good time with the sex. I don't know, man. I think I'm a little weird in that regard, so I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna judge people for that. But everyone you care for is placed in a perfect universe with no disease, starvation, or poverty. But you're stuck on this planet by yourself for a year before you can join them. Yeah? I'm already stuck on this planet. There's literally no downside to this. Basically, all it is I can't see anyone I care about for a year. That's the only downside. And I basically live by myself anyway. I have a couple friends here, but like my entire family's back home. I see them only a couple times a year. So it's like, okay, works for me. You can grow or shrink just by thinking, but you have to be wearing an eye patch at all times. I mean, that'd be annoying, but it doesn't say I have to wear the eye patch properly. So I can put the eye patch over here. But basically, I'm Nick Fury plus Ant-Man in one. I would be Nick Fury plus Ant. Wouldn't you be Nick Fury plus Ant-Man in one? Yeah, I'd be Nick Fury plus Ant-Man in one. And so would 71% of people. You become the most intelligent person in the world, but you're not able to interact with your environment. I'm already the most intelligent person in the world. Suck on that. But that aside, I would very much like to be able to interact with my environment so that, you know, I could eat. That's kind of important, you know, to survive. Yeah, darn right, 66% of people say no. And 34% of people would be very smart people who would die very quickly. That's very unfortunate now, isn't it? Fix everything about what happened to you and the love of your life, but he or she forgets everything about you. Well, that's a problem. I feel like this is easy for a lot of people. I feel like anyone, you know, who's lost a loved one would do it, because that means that they would bring that person back from the dead to live their life again, I guess, depending on how you would interpret the first part. But then you know that they're gonna live their life on their own, having forgotten about you. I guess it depends. This one is tough because it really comes down to, do you think that the other person is better off having not met you? It is almost what it comes down to. It basically says that you think that if they forget everything about you, that the only way they'll be better off is if they weren't with you to begin with. It's just kind of this weird thing where you think that, yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna opt out. I'm choosing not to decide by simply not pressing the button. I'm just like, nope, I pass. That's a tough one. You become a god, but you're always at war with demons. So I'm Kratos. Yeah, okay. All right, I'll take it. When you die, you can have a heaven by your standards. Anything and everything can happen if you wanted to. You will feel happiness, joy, and will be able to do anything you desired. But for your entire life until you die, you'll be unfortunate, unhappy, unloved, and unlucky. Isn't that why most people choose to believe in heaven? Just saying. Just saying. But, if I'm guaranteed a heaven of my choosing, then yeah, I might as well. It doesn't even say that I can't kill myself. I could just choose to kill myself and move on to heaven and be like, everything is happy, fantastic, and wonderful here. Thank you very much. So yeah, I'll do it. Not necessarily gonna commit suicide, but if it comes down to that, I can. All right, next up, you have an Iron Man suit, but it has the battery life of an iPhone and is painted pink forever. What's the battery life of an iPhone? Are you talking like it has the same battery of an iPhone, or like it lasts the same amount of time as an iPhone? Because those are very different things. Because an Iron Man suit takes a lot more power. But we'll say it's the same amount of time as an iPhone. I think I can manage with that. Even if an iPhone lasts 4 hours. Like, let's say you're just playing straight up games and videos on your iPhone. It probably lasts at least 4 hours, right? It's gotta last at least 4 hours. 4 hours is enough to do pretty much any kind of crime fighting in an Iron Man suit. And it's painted pink. Who cares? A little ostentatious. Big whoop. Yeah, I'll take it. You can punch anybody you want in the face at full force. but the person you punch gets to do the same, wearing the hardest and, no. Absolutely not. I don't want people punching me back. And I don't really care to punch that much in the first place, so whatever, dude. You get $100 million, but someone in the world will try to kill you in 1 year. So this could be anyone. This could be literally a toddler, or it could be an assassin, like the guy from Shooter. If you guys haven't seen Shooter, it's a really good movie if you can stand some gore. It's a really good movie. But it could be like a sniper, or it could be a toddler, or it could be a guy with a knife, or it could be a guy with a truck. So basically, I would probably get many bodyguards. Now, bodyguards don't always work. If you guys have seen the movie called, oh crap. What is the name of the movie? I just forgot it. I'll put the name of the movie on the screen. It's a movie about if you had this drug that could make you, like, basically superpower, like super intelligent, super athletic, and so on. You basically get, like, addicted to it, and you always have to take it. Anyway, it's a movie about that, and in it, there's a point where the guy hires bodyguards because there's people after him, and the bodyguards get killed. Spoilers. Anyway, so bodyguards are not perfect. They're not perfect creatures, but you could buy, like, a house that was, like, perfectly secure. You could choose to never leave. And it also says in 1 year. It doesn't say within 1 year. So you kind of have an approximate time of when they're going to come after you. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure I could afford enough protection that I wouldn't die. Plus, if no one's trying to kill you for your money, life's kind of boring anyway now, isn't it? The world will come to peace. You know, I can kind of forgive the your and your things and the there and there. That's completely the wrong kind of peace. The world will come to peace and people will live with great love for each other. The few will be respected as the many. But you have to sacrifice your life by struggling your whole life through, filled with pain and resistance against you 10 times over. I mean, I will lay my life down on the line for you guys. You're welcome. And 55% of people wouldn't, so. You are a handsome, wealthy man and have a long life. I feel sorry for the women who have to answer this one. But you're also severely autistic. I know how autistic people would answer this question. That's easy. At least autistic men. But it's tough because, and then when they say severely autistic, there's like the autism spectrum, right? Where you can be like autistic to, you know, a severe point where you really can't function in society at all without help. But then there's like lesser autism, I can't really think of a better word for it, less severe autism, that you can still function and do fine for the most part. It's a tough one, because it says severely, so I feel like I just wouldn't be able to function. I'm gonna say no. I kind of like my mind with the integrity that it has now, so I don't really want to degrade that integrity just to be handsome and wealthy and have a long life. I don't know, it's a tough one. That's a really tough one, but I think no is the answer for me. I think. I'd have to, if I were actually given that button, IRL, I'd have to think about that one a little more. The Arab-Israeli conflict ends, but it ends because they're all dead. You know, that implies, this question has a severe implication that I actually have a stake in the Arab-Israeli conflict. I don't. Because, like, as much as I care for the people over there, like, I care about people in general. I don't like humanity to suffer. I'm just that kind of person. I don't know. I'm weird, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, I don't have a personal stake in the Arab-Israeli conflict. If it ends or doesn't end, that doesn't affect my life in any way, really. It affects only their lives. So, if they're all dead, then they're not suffering anymore. And if they're not dead, that means they're suffering at war. Neither one affects me or people I care about, you know, directly, or the country I live in, or anything. So it's really hard to actually say fairly which one I would choose. I don't know, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna side on the side with life and just go with no. But that's a pretty even split. 53 to 47 is about as close as you can get. I think the best one I've seen was 51 to 49. I've never seen a 50-50, I don't think. I don't think so. You get the superpower of your choice, but when you die, you will drown in mayonnaise. I love the top comment. What if your superpower is breathing mayonnaise? That's excellent. That is excellent. But no, I'm okay with that. Mayonnaise doesn't taste bad. A lot of people don't like mayonnaise. I don't mind it. I don't super care for it, but I'm fine with that. I basically get to be superpowered awesomeness for the next 60 years, and then I died by drowning in mayonnaise. Okay. Big whoop. You're immortal, but dubstep is constantly blasting in your ears. Nope! And again, I love the top comment. What's the point of immortality if I want to kill myself soon after? See, the thing is, I don't know if I'm alone in this. I know I'm not alone, but like, I don't know if I'm the minority with this. I don't think immortality is a good thing. I really don't. And dubstep in my ears is definitely not a good thing, so pretty easy answer. You become an amazing secret agent with the power to do great good, but no matter how hard you try, there will always be someone you cannot save. So, the second one is always true. Cops can't save everyone, firemen can't save everyone, paramedics can't save everyone, the government can't save everyone. There is no person or force in the world that can save everyone. So basically, this question actually boils down to, you will become an amazing secret agent with the power to do great good, but reality is still real, is basically what it is. So, yeah, sure, okay. Sounds good to me. Nothing bad will ever happen to you, but nothing good will either. So, that could be one of two ways. Either everything is just meh, or nothing ever happens to me. If nothing happens to me, then literally I just die, because breathing is happening. That is a thing that just, it happens all the time, but it happens. And I would consider that probably a good thing, so, yeah, no. No. The implications of that are just, they're just, no. You become the most beautiful person in the world, but everyone forgets you after 1 second of not seeing you. Everyone? As in, even people who already know me? Then no. 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 It's good to know that 29% of people don't care about anyone in their lives. That's good to know, I guess. You never have to do math again, but every time you see a calculator, you have to write a 3-page essay. Does that count calculators on smartphones? Because if so, I see one literally every day. At least I see the icon for it every day. I think that counts as seeing it. That's a lot of 3-page essays. But besides, I like math, so I feel like this one would be hard if you didn't like math. So I just do math. No one will ever give you up or let you down, but no one will run around and desert you. I just got rickrolled by will you press the button. I approve of this message. Okay. Love it. You can become any game character you want, but you will live in Water Temple. I'm trying to think back to Water Temple. How much water was in Water Temple? Or I should say, how much non-water was in Water Temple? How much land space was there to move around? I don't think there was much. Water Temple was not good. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. And for the record, the any game character would definitely be Final Form Sora. Just saying that right now. You don't have to sleep, but you can only eat grilled cheese sandwiches. Oh, man. Top comment says, I see no downside. I do. I don't like grilled cheese sandwiches. I don't. I'm sorry. Controversial opinion. Everyone unsubscribe from Craziac. He doesn't like grilled cheese sandwiches. I don't like grilled cheese sandwiches. It's just bread and cheese. Which is kind of a weird thing to say because I like pizza, which is almost entirely bread and cheese, but it has tomato with it too. But the tomato doesn't make the pizza. The cheese and the bread do. I don't know. Anyway, my point is, I've never had a grilled cheese where I was like, wow, yeah, more of this. I've had one that's like, this is fine. But I've never had a grilled cheese sandwich that wowed me in really any kind of fashion. But on the other hand, I never have to sleep. I hate sleep. Actually, I like sleep. Sleep makes me feel good. But I'm assuming that I'm assuming the caveat to this is you never have to sleep and you still get to feel good. You still get to feel like you've slept. Fine, I'll take the dive. Ugh. Oh, 50-50 straight up. Wow. I did not expect that. Only off by 300, less than 300 people. Wow. I didn't expect that from this one. I expected an overwhelming yes. I'm not gonna lie. You build the best computer, or you get the best computer ever built. It can only run Linux with no internet. So I get the best computer ever built, and it runs Linux with no internet. So I can still use my current computer. I can still use my smartphone. I can still do literally everything exactly the same, but I get a free computer that has no internet. What's the downside? Why would you say no? Are people just assuming that this would apply to all their computers? That you would take away their computers and you could sell it if you didn't want the computer, you could sell it. There's literally no downside. For this number to be anything less than 100% is stupid. Increase your own IQ by 40 points, but instantly age 10 years. I don't know, man. I feel like if I were in my 80s, that'd be a definite no. I feel like if I were 5, this would be an obvious yes. But since I'm in my mid-20s, that's a tough one. I don't know. I have a decent job. More IQ points would always help, but it's like, they're not necessary. So, yay, I'm in the 55%. Woo! All right, let's do a few more. You have the ability to read minds, but everyone will say one bad thing about you when you're reading their mind. Good for them. I don't care. I can, if I were the kind of person who was like vengeful, I would literally just read their mind, find out all the terrible things about them, and then as soon as I heard the bad thing, I'd be like, well, yeah, I might be bad thing, but you're other bad thing, so sorry, buddy. Better luck next time. You have the ability to teleport wherever you desire, whenever you desire, but every time you teleport, you and everyone you care about has their lifespan shortened by 1 week. Sure, I'll take it. I don't have to teleport. I would just only teleport when I wanted to. If I never desire, then no one ever loses lifespan. Again, literally no downside. Just say yes and then never use it if you really don't want to. So this would basically be used only in emergencies. It's like, oh, you know, a family member is dying, or like a really important event is happening and I can't get off work to do it. So I would just teleport there and teleport back. And oh, I lost 2 weeks off my life. And my friends and family did too. Like, I feel like I'd have to disclose this to them. Maybe I wouldn't. They wouldn't notice. Meh. Oopsies. I did the wrong thing there. I went back by accident. My bad. Become someone else for a day and everyone forgets your actions. But the person you take over remembers everything and hates you for it. So, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Because this means that if there's anyone out there in the world that you don't like, doesn't matter who it is, whether it's Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, Justin Bieber, someone from Nickelback, I don't know, anyone, politicians, celebrities, people who were mean to you in high school, it doesn't matter. You can be that person, and you can do anything you want with them. So this was the bit of the vengeful I was talking about. If I were feeling vengeful, I could just do anything I wanted with them. And the person you take over remembers everything and hates you for it. Well, if they don't know me, they can't hate me. So there's that. And even if they do hate me, whatever. The person I'm gonna take over is not gonna be a person I like anyway. So I don't care if they hate me. I'd probably take over this asshole who was an asshole to me in junior high and high school. I just take him over. He hates me anyway, so I just go and, you know, I'd have fun dicking around. You become the greatest US president ever to take office, but you'll be assassinated in office. Well, technically I can't become US president, but be assassinated in office, so that means I have 8 more years left? No more than 8 more years. No, I'm good. No, I'm good. If it were like 20 years, I'd be like, maybe, but not for 8 years. You can any food and make it taste like anything you want. I can any food, guys. I can any food, but any drink you consume tastes like the worst thing ever imaginable. Any drink, so even water. That's tough. Because, okay, if you think about it, the worst thing imaginable is an awful taste, obviously. But the thing is, drinks linger in your mouth. Liquid lingers in your mouth. You know how when you take a drink of, like, your favorite soda, like Coke or Pepsi or whatever, you take a drink, and it sits in your mouth for a little bit, and you wait like 2 or 3 minutes before you take another sip, because the flavor is still in your mouth. You don't need to do it again. Imagine that, but with, like, feces or vomit. or anything like that. You know how you brush your teeth after you vomit? So I'm gonna have to say no on this one because I still got a drink and it's gonna suck. So no, I'm good. I'm good. Have the world's greatest gaming computer ever made, but you're a girl who only uses it for Facebook. Why does it matter that I'm a girl? Okay, but no, I don't care about Facebook. So literally not even a brainer. Definitely a no-brainer. Pokemon become real, but you can never own one. Why would I want to own it? This is something I never got. Okay. This is another very controversial opinion of Craziac's. I never liked the idea of Pokemon sitting in Pokeballs. I never liked the idea. If you guys have ever seen Diary of a Charmander, or I should say if you guys have not seen Diary of a Charmander, it's just a little, I think it was a College Humor post. You should see it. I'll link in the description down below. It's disgustingly sad. Being stuck in a Pokeball is an awful thing. It's slavery. It's an absolute, like, you never think about this when you're watching the show because, yay, the Pokemon are happy, their trainers are happy, 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 but it's an awful thing. And I compare this to something like Digimon, where each Digimon owner, they're not an owner really, each Digimon, chosen Digi-destined kid, has a Digimon, one Digimon, and they stay out all the time. It's a more friendly relationship. So that would be a thing that I'd be more into than owning a Pokemon. Oh, I have a Pokemon in my Pokeball. Huh? He's trapped and he does whatever I say. Kind of thing. So, no, I'm not going to make them real because then they just suffer by everyone else who does own one. All right, one more. Last one. You get free airline tickets and hotel stays absolutely anywhere for the rest of your life. But every time you blink, you get teleported to a completely random place on Earth. Yeah, I need to wet my eyes. I just did it twice, so I will not. I'm good. I'm good. All right, so like usual, I'll link this in the description down below so you guys can, will you press the button by yourselves and challenge your friends and stuff. But anyway, I think that'll do it for this episode, so thank you so much for watching. And until next time, I'll see you later.